This is the 2020 Ford Mustang Mach-E, and today I'm going to do a virtual review, and also I'm going to answer the all important question: is this car worth the Mustang nameplate? So let's dive right in. So let's start this review by talking about Mach-E's design. So you have traditional Mustang design cues such as a muscular side profile, muscular rear haunches, but that's where the Mustang similarities end and the controversial stuff begins. See, this car is tall, like an actual SUV, and shock and horror, it has a blanked off grille like an electric car, an electric SUV with the name of a Mustang. Oh, that's a big sin. Well, no, actually it isn't. In this video I will tell you why, so stay tuned. Starting with the front of this car, the headlights are nice and thin, which suit the overall look of the car, and also it's got a unique design with 3 spokes coming off the single line, slightly tilted on the front end, so it looks quite nice. Down the side, this car looks more like a coupe SUV than an SUV. However, it still has more than enough room inside, and that's a big win for Ford, as it looks really cool and still is really practical. And the wheel designs are nice and cool as well. You can have up to 21-inch wheels on this car, which is very nice. Around the back, again, you have 3-spoke taillights coming downwards, which again is so symmetrical with the front, and this gives an overall cleaner, more sophisticated look to a car, which looks very sophisticated and indeed very sporty as well. So design wise, it does live up to the Mustang name in my eyes. Moving on to practicality, this is where the Mach-E is significantly different to the Mustang. See, the Mach-E is an SUV and therefore has seating for 5 and ample boot space as well. To be exact, it has 402 litres at the back, and seeing as this is an electric car, it has a front boot with 100 litres, so a combined total of 502 litres, which is more than enough for a family. Also, another thing that's more than enough for a family is the roomy seating for 5 people who will be comfortable even on a long journey. So I would dare say that in this area it's actually better than the original Mustang. Now, as we move on to the interior, you might have noticed one thing: the Mustang Mach-E lacks door handles. So how do you get in? Well, as you can see on the video, Ford has put a button on the doors. You push it, the door opens slightly, and then you just pull it and the door opens. Now, this is a clever way, but what happens if you lost your car key and you don't have the phone app which allows you to open the door? Well, Ford has done something even more clever. Have a look at this video. What you've just seen is essentially a sort of ATM keypad that Ford has integrated onto the door of the Mach-E. It functions as a screen, and if you lost your key and your phone doesn't have battery or you don't have the app, you can input a custom number configuration, for example 3257, and get into your car. Finally, we come to prices, specs, and of course range, because it's an electric car. The Mach-E starts from around £40,000 for the rear-wheel drive car with a 76 kWh battery pack for around 270 miles of range. For more range, you can go for the 99 kWh battery, which is good for 370 miles and costs from around £50,000. And if you want to focus on performance, go for the 99 kWh car but with 4-wheel drive and twin motors from around £60,000, and it will get from 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. If you want true Mustang style performance, you'll have to wait until spring 2021 for the Mach E GT. The car is expected to make around 465 horsepower and 830 Newton meters from its twin electric motors, and with 4-wheel drive it should go from 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. However, range will suffer, and as a result will not exceed around 300 miles on a single charge. Finally, how does the Mustang Mach E compare with rivals? So, rivals include Audi e-tron, Tesla Model 3, Polestar 2, Jaguar I-Pace. All of these combine good exterior styling with good quality inside and out. Some of them, like the I-Pace, are very fun to drive. Some of them, like the e-tron, are very comfortable. Some, like the Polestar 2, are very stylish, and some, like the Tesla Model 3, are very fast. And so the Mach E needs to be a really good car in order to compete in this marketplace, and I think it can and will compete very well in this market. Now it's time for the verdict and the answer to the all important question: is the Mach E a worthy addition to the Mustang name? Well, in my humble opinion, it is. It looks like a Mustang should on the outside, it's more practical, and it has a better interior design, and it has good performance too. Now, if I'm able to drive the car, I'll be able to tell you whether it drives like a Mustang. But until then, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you next week.